Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
No, yes, sir.
Okay, so first of all, I welcome all of you in this lecture. So, good morning to everyone.
सर
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning, sir.
Yes, Sajid.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर। अगर आप पूछते हो कि आप ऑडिबल हो कि नहीं और हम बोलते हैं नहीं, तो हमने ये कैसे सुना कि आप ये पूछ रहे हो?
इसीलिए तो मैं हंसा. Okay, so yes, sorry for being late. So, let me present my screen to you. Yes, please let me know. Can you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so see, in my last lecture, we have already seen what is called as age coloring. Is it? And I gave you one example for your homework, and I asked you to find out what is the age coloring of that star graph. Have you found out?
यस सर।
Yes, sir.
So, what is the answer?
Two.
टू सर। टू सर।
Okay. So, I hope now you can able to understand how to find the age coloring of the given graph. Yes? And this node gives me the lower bound on chi prime of G, that is age chromatic number. So, since edges sharing an end vertex, so they need different colors. That's why we have this lower bound on chi prime of G. That is, you just need to check what is the maximum degree of that graph. And our age chromatic number is always is at least maximum degree of the graph G. Now let us find out how we are going to get an upper bound for age chromatic number. Okay, and the answer of this is given by this next theorem, which is nothing but Weising theorem, or you can say Weising and Gupta in 1964. Okay, so this is the theorem by these two scientists, Weising and Gupta. So let us first understand the statement of this graph, of this theorem. Okay, so the statement is nothing but if G is a simple graph, observe, if G is a simple graph, then chi prime of G is at most delta G plus 1. Okay, so whenever we are going to consider G to be a simple graph, then our chi prime of G is always less than or is equals to delta G plus 1. Means what? Age coloring cannot exceed delta G plus 1 colorings. Is the statement clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now note down some things. By combining these two statements, can I say this statement? Chi prime of G is lying between delta G and delta G plus 1.
यस सर।
So that is chi prime of G is either delta G or chi prime of G is either delta G plus 1. So now we are having two classes. Okay, class 1 in which the age chromatic number of graph G is same as delta G, and class 2 is nothing but chi prime of G is exactly delta G plus 1. Now see, if you remember my previous example, which is nothing but that star graph, then there you are getting the chi prime of G is nothing but 2. And what is delta G for that graph?
टू।
So delta G is also 2, which means what? That graph is an example of which class? Class 1 or class 2?
Class 1.
Class 1. Now here is a question for you. Can you give me an example of a graph G such that that graph G belongs to class 2?
Pentagon.
Okay, so Ajit is saying pentagon. Let us see. Wait a minute, let me open the paint. What is the maximum degree of pentagon?
2.
So maximum degree of pentagon is 2. Okay, so here is a pentagon. Okay. Now all of you please try to find out what is edge coloring for this graph.
Three.
Suppose I am coloring this edge by red color. Okay, let me increase the size of. Okay, now it's fine. Okay, now I am not going to use red color for this edge, red color for this edge, but I can use either to this edge or this edge. So let me color this edge by red color. Okay, now I can't use this red color further. So I need the different color now. Okay, so you can see here we required minimum 3 colors to color the edges of this pentagon. Hence, this is an example of a graph G where chi prime of G is exactly delta G plus 1. Hence, this graph belongs to class 2. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. Can you give me one more example for it? Other than pentagon?
Sir, any odd cycle.
Any odd cycle. Yes, correct. Okay, so any odd cycle is also an example of class 2. Okay, I hope this concept is clear to you now.
Yes, sir.
So let's go ahead. Okay, now here is another theorem for you, which is nothing but theorem number 6. And this theorem is by Eddowes and Wilson. See, you have already studied this name or a very famous theorem by this, but it is not actually by Wilson. Okay, what is that theorem? You have studied one theorem in your FY in algebra. That is also by this scientist Wilson. And that theorem name is Wilson theorem. What is that? Can anyone tell me the statement of Wilson theorem which you have already studied in your FIBSc algebra? Yes. Any guesses?
सर फैक्टोरियन का था ना, p-1 फैक्टोरियन प्लस 1.
Yes, थोड़ा करेक्ट है लेकिन पूरा करेक्ट नहीं है. Where P is what?
Prime.
Prime. So what is Wilson theorem? Is it like that? You choose a prime P such that P minus 1 factorial is congruent to what?
P minus 1 factorial plus 1. Something like this.
देखा है ऐसा? P minus 1 factorial is congruent to minus 1 mod P, where P is prime. Okay, so this is the statement of Wilson theorem, but it is not actually by Wilson. Okay, so here is another theorem that is by Eidos and Wilson. So let us first try to understand this statement. Okay, so let Gn is equals to set of graphs of order n. Okay, let Gn be the set of graphs of order n. Now, have you understood this? What do we mean by Gn? Remember, Gn is not a graph, it is a set. Okay, so please don't confuse with the notation of a graph. Here, though I am writing it is Gn, but it is nothing but the set. And this set contains the graphs of order n. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Now, what do we mean by order n?
N vertices.
N vertices. Okay. And what is this Gn prime? So Gn prime is the set of graphs of order n and of class 1. Okay. This is again a graph of order n and of class 1. What do we mean by class 1?
Sir, chi prime of G is equal to delta G.
Chi prime of G is equals to delta G. Okay. And remember what is chi prime of G?
Ash coloring.
Age, in fact, age chromatic number. Okay. Then if you find the limit of this quantity, that is mod of Gn prime divided by mod G, and if you apply n tending to infinity, then you are getting this limit is exactly equals to 1. Now what do we mean by cardinality of Gn prime? Yes,
Number of set in that.
number of graphs in set Gn prime. Okay. And cardinality of Gn is nothing but what? The number of graphs present in the set Gn. So if I take the limit of this 2 as n tending to infinity, then we are having this limit is exactly equals to 1. Okay, and here is remark. Almost every graph is of class 1. Okay, I am using the word almost. Okay, not every. Almost every. Okay, so almost every graph is of class 1. Observe, I am using the word almost.
समझा sir.
Okay. Now, example number 1. Regular graphs of odd order are of class 2. Okay, you have already given me this example of odd order, that is the cycle on odd vertices. But here I am attaching one more word to it, which is nothing but the regular graph. Now, who is going to tell me the definition of a regular graph?
So,
Yes.
order of every vertices are same.
Okay. So, a graph G is said to be k regular if the degree of every vertex is k. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now observe, this is the cycle on 3 vertices. Observe, it is what is the value of k such that it is k regular?
2.
So here the value of k is 2. And how many minimum colors we need to use to color the edges of this graph G?
3.
3, because this is
3.
the cycle on odd vertices. So we need to use minimum 3 colors. What is delta G for this graph?
2.
So here delta G is 2. What is chi of G for this graph?
3.
3.
So here chi of G is 3. So this is an example of a graph G where chi of G is same as chi prime of G. Okay, remember this we required after, or you can say this we required in some examples. Okay, so here we are having this relation, that is chi prime of G is nothing but delta G plus 1. Second remark, every bipartite graph is of class 1. Now what do we mean by this statement, every bipartite graph is of class 1?
where chi prime of G is always equal to delta G.
Delta G, exactly. Okay, so remember, you pick any bipartite graph, doesn't matter. That bipartite graph is always of class 1. Okay. So here is the statement, and this is by Konix in 1916. Okay, so theorem number 7. If G is a bipartite graph, then chi prime of G is exactly delta G. Okay, this is nothing but this remark.
सर
Yes,
उसी रिमार्क को अच्छे से बताने के लिए इतना ये लोग महान हो जाते हैं.
yes. सी वो महान होने जाते, वो एक्चुअली उतनी मेहनत करता है. ये हमें खाली अभी ऐसा लग रहा है कि उन्होंने खाली छोटी बात बताई, बट इफ यू गो इन दैट टाइम then it is
उस
very
टाइम
difficult.
उस टाइम के लिए बड़ी है सर.
Yes. Okay, so if G is a bipartite graph, then chi prime of G is exactly delta G. Okay, so please remember the statements. Further, if we get some time, then we will definitely prove all the statements. Okay, now here is a very important definition. Please try to understand this definition carefully. Okay, so definition, a graph G is said to be critical. Okay, as the definition suggests, this definition is for criticalness. In fact, this definition is also critical. So a graph G is said to be critical if chi of H is strictly less than chi of G for every proper subgraph H of G. Now tell me, have you understood this definition? First of all, tell me, what do we mean by this statement? That is chi of H is strictly less than chi of G. And before that, first of all, tell me, what do we mean by proper subgraph H of G? What do we mean by proper subgraph?
Sir, vertices of H is strictly less than vertices of G. Then H is said to be proper subgraph of G.
Yes. Okay, so vertex set of H is strictly less than vertex set of G. Okay, in short, this H can't be same as the graph G. Okay, see, as like the definition of proper subgroup, okay, which you have already studied, I think. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
That is, a subgroup is said to be proper if it is non-trivial.
Yes sir.
Okay, what do we mean by non-trivial? It is neither empty and nor the whole group. So you can relate that definition over here. Okay, so, and this is true for every proper subgraph H of graph G. Okay, this is true for every proper subgraph. Now tell me, what do we mean by this statement? Chi of h is strictly less than chi of g.
सर एच जो है वो जी का सब ग्राफ है, तो हमेशा क्या होगा कि एच का जो काय होगा वो जी के काय से कम ही होगा ऐसा।
Or what is chi represents?
मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ कलरिंग वर्टेक्स या एजेस जो भी।
Okay, so in short, you can just say chi of g is nothing but vertex chromatic number of graph G. Okay,
यस सर।
so note a k critical graph. What do we mean by k critical graph? So a k critical graph is the one that is k chromatic and critical. Now, what do we mean by k chromatic?
Chromatic number is K.
Chromatic number is k. Which chromatic number?
Vertex.
Vertex. See, whenever we are not specifying anything, then by default it is vertex chromatic number. And can you tell me this definition is for graph H or for graph G? To which graph I am going to call a critical graph? G or H?
एच
G.
नहीं, जी जी जी, क्योंकि जी की बात कर रहे हैं ना। हाँ जी।
G. Okay, so a graph G is said to be critical. So remember this. ओके यहाँ पे हम सुपर ग्राफ की बात कर रहे हैं, नॉट ए सब ग्राफ. सो रिमेंबर दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो के क्रिटिकल ग्राफ इज द वन that is k chromatic and critical. Critical means we are in this definition. Is the note one clear?
यस
Yes.
सर।
Okay. And second note, every k chromatic graph has a k critical subgraph. Okay. So every k chromatic graph has a k critical subgraph. This is obvious.
ये तो ऊपर वाला ही स्टेटमेंट है सर, फर्स्ट वाला ही स्टेटमेंट है ना।
See, यहाँ पे हमने खाली क्रिटिकल बोला और यहाँ पे
हाँ,
हम बोल रहे के
के
क्रिटिकल.
क्रिटिकल, यस सर।
Okay. So please remember these three are very important definitions of criticalness. Now let us try to study some examples. Okay, now let me ask you and you need to give me an examples. So give examples of graph G for which chi prime of G is exactly delta G. Yes, can you give me an example of a graph G such that chi prime of G is exactly delta G?
स्क्वायर।
सर आपने जो एग्जांपल सॉल्व करने दिया था,
हाँ वही स्टार वाला जो दिया था ना वो, और उसके पहले एक सॉल्व किया था ना वो
Yes.
स्टार.
Okay. अच्छा है, आपको समझ में आ रहा है. Okay. So I think I gave this example. Okay, please forgive me for my drawing.
सर कैन आई शो, मैंने बनाया है.
Okay. So let me stop sharing. Now you can share.
नहीं नहीं सर रहने दो, मैं कैमरा ऑन करती हूँ.
Okay. Yes, दिख रहा है सबको? Wait a
यस
minute.
सर।
Let me present my screen also. Okay, so देखो, this is an example of a graph G such that chi prime of G is exactly delta G. Okay. Yes, Bijal. Now, can you give me an example of a graph G such that chi of G is exactly equals to delta G plus 1?
तो एक ट्रायंगल या कोई भी और साइकिल.
And remember, this is vertex chromatic number, not edge chromatic number. Okay. So, here, if I consider a graph G which is nothing but C3, then here I am having delta G is nothing but 2 and chi of G is nothing but 3. And if I give this example for first one, that is G is exactly equals to K4, then here also I am having chi prime of G is exactly delta G. Now can you tell me what is the regularity for K4? What is the value of K such that it is K regular?
3.
3. Okay. Now can you give me an example of a graph G such that chi prime of G is delta G plus 1? सी अभी हमने बहुत सारे एग्जांपल्स देखे थे.
Sir, odd cycle, pentagon.
Yes, again pentagon is nothing but is of class 2, and here also we want class 2 type. Okay, so one example of this one is nothing but pentagon, or you can give an example of 5 cycle. Okay, I hope आपने देखा नहीं होगा. Can you give me an example of a graph G such that chi of G is strictly less than delta G? Yes.
सर X K13 ग्राफ.
Okay. Can you give me one more example for the same?
सर X K3 और X3, K1 ग्राफ.
3, 1, right? Yes.
K1, 3.
Okay, K1, 3. Okay, tell me what is vertex chromatic number for this graph K13?
2.
2.
First of all, tell me what is K13?
Bipartite.
Bipartite graph.
Bipartite graph. And according to our notes, or you can say remarks, or you can say Koenig's theorem, what is it for? Okay, that is for edge chromatic number, and here we want vertex chromatic number. Okay, but we have also seen one theorem based on vertex chromatic number and bipartite graph. Is it? That is
Yes,
nothing
sir.
but the second theorem of this first unit. So using that, we can able to conclude its vertex chromatic number is 2. And what is delta G for K13?
3.
So
Yes, sir.
delta G for K13 is nothing but 3. Okay, तो ये आपने यहाँ से देख के बोला, right? So you can see. Now I want one more example for the same. Yes.
2, 4.
2, 4, which means K24, right?
Yes, sir.
So What is the vertex chromatic number for K24?
2.
Again
Two.
2 because of bipartiteness. And what is maximum degree?
4.
K3.
अरे एक सेकंड
4 sir.
लगा आप डेला जी पूछ रहे
4.
हो
Okay. So here this is one more example for the same. That is chi of g is strictly less than delta g. Or you just invert this inverse the invert these suffixes. Okay, that is K31. ओके सो इसका यहाँ पे मिरर रख के मिरर इमेज देख लेना. ओके सो दिस इज वन मोर एग्जांपल ऑफ द सेम. इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we are proving a very important result, and I think this is from your practicals. Okay, so please try to understand this result. If G is K critical graph, then show that delta G is at least K minus 1. Now, what do we mean by delta G? Now, observe this is different delta from the above delta. Above we are having capital delta and this one is the small delta. So, what do we mean by small delta?
Minimum degree.
मिनिमम
Minimum degree.
Minimum degree. Okay. So, our aim is to show whenever G is a K critical graph, then show that its minimum degree is at least K minus 1. Is the statement 1 clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, minimum degree at least K minus 1 है means what? उसमें जितने भी वर्टाइसेस होंगे उनमें से सब की डिग्री कम से कम K minus 1 होगी. ज्यादा का हमें पता नहीं बट कम से कम K minus 1 होगी. Okay, hence prove that every K chromatic graph has at least K vertices of degree at least K minus 1. Okay, so this follows using the criticalness of this graph G. Okay, because we know that every K critical graph is K chromatic, so we can apply the same result for K vertices having degree at least K minus 1. So once we prove this first part, then the second part automatically follows. Is the statement clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let us try to answer this. So let G be a K critical graph. Okay, and our aim is to show delta G is at least K minus 1. So if possible, you assume something wrong. That is delta G is strictly less than K minus 1. So at the end, we will get some contradiction because of this wrong assumption. Okay. Now for applying the definition of criticalness, what we want? What is the definition of critical graph? A graph G is said to be critical if
Chi of S is strictly less than chi of G.
chi of H is strictly less than chi of G, where what is H?
H is a proper graph of G.
maximum number of subgraph H.
H is proper subgraph of graph G, and remember that definition follows for every proper subgraph. Okay? ऐसा नहीं है खाली H के लिए follow होगा. That definition follows for all proper subgraph of graph G. So please remember. So here we are considering delta G is strictly less than K minus 1. So can I say this statement? Let V be the vertex in G of degree. of degree delta which is strictly less than k minus 1. Can I say this statement?
Yes, sir.
See, remember delta G represents minimum degree, and here we are saying delta G is strictly less than k minus 1, which means what? ग्राफ G में हमें कम से कम एक वर्टेक्स ऐसा मिलेगा जिसकी डिग्री k minus 1 से छोटी होगी. ओके, सो वी आर कॉलिंग दैट वर्टेक्स टू बी V. नॉट कम से कम, सारे ही वर्टाइसेस हमें ऐसे मिलेंगे जिनकी डिग्री लेस देन k minus 1 होनी है. So let V be a vertex in G of degree strictly less than k minus 1. Now what you can say about G minus V? Can I say it is a proper subgraph of G?
Yes, sir.
Yes, because here we have removed one vertex which is nothing but V. Then G minus V is a proper subgraph of K critical graph G. Then chi of G minus V is strictly less than chi of G. Okay. See, in the definition we are having this result. This is strictly less than chi of G. Now what you can say about chi of G? Yes. What we know about chi of G? See, here in the definition we are having G, in the statement we are having G is K critical. So what you can say about chromatic number of G? Observe, a K critical graph is the one that is what?
K chromatic and K.
Achromatic.
K chromatic. Which means what? What is chi G then? Here we are saying G is K critical. So what can I say about chi G?
K chromatic.
So can I say chi G is exactly K? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is because of K criticalness. And here I am saying chi of G minus V is strictly less than K. तो अगर ये G minus chi of G minus V strictly less than K है, then can I say this statement? समझा? See, I am saying, see, chi of G minus V is a number, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And I am saying this number is strictly less than K.
Yes, sir.
तो क्या मैं ये स्टेटमेंट बोल सकता हूँ इससे कि नहीं बता सकता?
यस सर, बोल सकते हैं K-1 एक लेस करेंगे तो इक्वल भी हो सकता है और लेस भी हो सकता है.
एग्जैक्टली exactly. समझा ये सबको? यस, समझ में आया सबको?
यस सर.
सर एक बार और.
सी, आई एम हैविंग this result, that is chi of G minus V is strictly less than chi of G. Okay, but we know that G is K critical Hence, chi of g is nothing but k. Okay, so I am saying this number, ये जो नंबर हमें यहाँ पे मिलेगा वो k से स्ट्रिक्टली छोटा है. विच मीन्स वॉट, यहाँ पे जो भी हमें नंबर मिलना है वो स्ट्रिक्टली लेस देन कैसा है, k से है. तो ये क्या होगा, ये नंबर जो भी होगा वो आइदर k माइनस वन होगा या फिर इससे छोटा नंबर होगा. यस और नो?
Yes, sir.
इसीलिए हम बोल रहे हैं ये दिस g माइनस वी, chi ऑफ g माइनस वी स्ट्रिक्टली लेस देन और इज इक्वल्स टू k माइनस वन. एक तो वो k माइनस वन हो सकता है, नहीं तो फिर k माइनस वन से कोई छोटा नंबर हो सकता है. इज इट क्लियर नाउ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we are having this statement, therefore chi of g minus v is less than or is equals to k minus 1. Okay, so minimum we need to use k minus 1 colors to color the vertices of this graph g minus v. Is it?
Yes, sir.
That's the meaning of chi of g minus v. See, chi of g minus v is nothing but what? Minimum number of colors used to color the vertices of this graph g minus v. So let v1, v2, v3 up to vk minus 1 be k minus 1 colorings of g minus v. Now remember, these are not vertices. Okay, remember, these are not vertices. These are nothing but what? V1 is what? V1 is a set in which we are putting vertices of the graph g minus v such that these vertices receives color 1. Okay, such that these vertices receives color 1. Similarly, V2 is the set of those vertices which receives color 2 up to Vk minus 1. So Vk minus 1 is a set in which we are putting those vertices who are having color k minus 1. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
See, ये हमने कहाँ से बोला? इस स्टेटमेंट से बोला. Okay, chi of g is at most k minus 1 means what? We required maximum k minus 1 colors to color the vertices of this graph g minus v. So we are making this partition of vertices of g minus v. That is, अगर मैं g माइनस वी के वर्टाइसेस को, कुछ वर्टाइसेस को कलर 1 से कलर कर रहा हूं तो वो सारे वर्टाइसेस मैं इस सेट में डालूंगा और उसे बोलूंगा v1. सो ये v1 का जो भी सफिक्स है वो रिप्रेजेंट्स करेगा कि इस सेट में जितने भी वर्टाइसेस होंगे उनको हमने कलर 1 से कलर किया है. द सेम थिंग इज गोइंग टू हैपन फॉर द रिमेनिंग vk minus 2s. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So this gives me what? K minus 1 coloring of this graph G minus V. Now let V1, V2 up to V delta be delta vertices. Okay, now here I am taking vertices. Okay, remember there is slight confusion in the notation. But please try to understand what do we mean by this v1 v2 up to vk minus 1 and what do we mean by v1 v2 up to v delta. ये जो ऊपर के जितने भी हमने यूनियन किए, these are nothing but the sets and here we are considering vertices. So if you want you can give this curly v to represents vertices. Okay, so let v1 v2 up to v delta be delta vertices. Okay, तो आपको ये सेंटेंस रीड करके समझ में आना चाहिए, these are nothing but vertices. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
let v1 v2 up to v delta be delta vertices adjacent to v in G. Okay, now what we are saying over here, see in above statement we are having a graph which is nothing but g minus v. Now we are talking about this, जो वर्टेक्स हमने रिमूव किया था उसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं इन ग्राफ g. Okay, so here we are talking about a vertex v which is there in the graph g, and I am saying these are nothing but delta vertices which are adjacent to this vertex v. So here we are having these delta vertices, and these are adjacent to this vertex v. See, I don't know whether they are in this manner, they are somewhere, they are anywhere in this graph g, but my aim is to adjacent this vertex v to this first delta vertices. So let me call it as v1, v2 up to v delta. I don't know how many deltas are there, and this is my vertex v. But what we know about delta? Observe what is our assumption on delta. Delta is nothing but yes, using equation number 1. How is our delta?
डेल्टा लेस के लिए यूज करते हैं ना सर.
Delta is nothing but strictly less than k minus 1.
यस सर.
Okay, using equation number 1, delta means, see, delta g represents minimum degree of this graph g, और यहाँ पे हम बोल रहे हैं कि हमारे पास delta vertices है which are adjacent to this vertex v, but we are having the condition on delta g which is nothing but this delta is strictly less than k minus 1. So it follows that v is not adjacent to vk minus 1. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
यस
So
सर.
here we are saying this delta is strictly less than k minus 1 means what? ये जो भी vertex v होगा that is not adjacent to vk minus 1. That is any vertex of some vj. Okay, which means these are my vj's. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, any vertex of some vj. See, ये तो हमने खाली यहाँ पे नंबरिंग की है k minus 1 कलरिंग की, बट इनमें से हम कोई भी कलर पिक कर सकते हैं और उसे हम बोल सकते हैं दैट इज आवर k minus 1 कलर. That's why I'm saying any vertex of some vj. So if this vertex v is not adjacent to some vj, so we can put this vertex v in that set vj, because this is not adjacent to this vertex set vj. See, here I am talking about vertex set. Means what? Here I am talking about those vertices which are having color j. Though I am saying v is not adjacent to k minus 1, but k minus 1 हमने यहाँ पे नंबरिंग करके रखी है, हमें नहीं पता वो k minus 1 कलर कौन सा होगा, इसीलिए हम बोल रहे हैं कि एनी वर्टेक्स ऑफ सम सेट vj. Is it clear?
यस सर.
Yes, sir.
Okay, तो ये अगर वर्टेक्स v है जो vj सेट से एडजेसेंट नहीं है, तो हम इस वर्टेक्स v को j कलर से, jth कलर से कलर कर सकते हैं. Yes or no?
यस सर.
So let us put this vertex in the set vj. Okay, so here I am putting that vertex, and these are my k minus 1 colorings. So this proves that it requires k minus 1 colors. Okay,
यस सर.
that is g is colored by k minus 1 colors. But this is the contradiction. Why we are getting this contradiction? This is the contradiction to equation number 1. What is our equation number 1? Equation number 1 is nothing but delta G is strictly less than k minus 1. Means minimum degree of graph G is strictly less than k minus 1. मतलब हमें k minus 1 से कम ही कलर लगेंगे G को कलर करने के लिए. लेकिन यहाँ पे हमने क्या बोला? We required exactly k minus 1 colors to color the vertices of this graph G. Hence, this is the contradiction. So why we are getting that contradiction? Because there we have assumed delta G is strictly less than k minus 1. So if that is not true, then what is true? Delta of G is at least k minus 1. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So please try to understand. From here onwards there is some confusion because of this same notation. Okay, but again you hear this video and still you are having any confusion, then please let me know. See, here you just need to understand these are just the notation. हमें पता है क्या कलर 1, कलर 2, कलर k minus 1 कौन से कलर है?
No,
नहीं,
sir.
नहीं पता ना.
नहीं पता सर.
ओके, तो हम ये भी नहीं बोल सकते. हमने खाली ये बोला v इज नॉट एडजेसेंट टू vk minus 1. vk minus 1 मीन्स व्हाट? ये जो सेट k minus 1 कलर के वर्टेक्स हम जिस सेट में पुट कर रहे हैं उससे एडजेसेंट नहीं है. बट हमें नहीं पता कि ये k minus 1 कौन सा कलर है. तो हम ये एग्जैक्टली नहीं बता सकते कि ये इसे हम k minus 1 कलर से कलर कर सकते हैं क्या नहीं कर सकते. इसलिए हमने बोला दैट इज एनी वर्टेक्स ऑफ सम vj. ओके, अगर आप इनको शफल भी करोगे तो भी इस स्टेटमेंट से इसे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. दिस इज द आइडिया. ओके, सो यू प्लीज हियर दिस वीडियो वंस अगेन and still you are having any confusion, then please let me know. So is the first part clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now our second part is, observe, our second part is, hence prove that every k chromatic graph has at least k vertices of degree at least k minus 1. ओके, सी एटलीस्ट k minus 1 तो हमें इसी से मिल जाएगा. दैट इज डेल्टा g इज एटलीस्ट k minus 1. अब हमें दिखाना क्या है? एटलीस्ट k vertices of degree at least k minus 1. And this every k chromatic graph, this also follows from k criticalness. So now let G be a k chromatic graph. So if G is k chromatic graph, then either G is k critical or it contains a proper subgraph H which is k critical. Is it or not? Yes, ये statement समझाओ.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so whenever we are having G be a k chromatic, so it implies two things. First one, either G itself is k critical or it contains a proper subgraph H which is k critical. Okay, so अगर ये proper subgraph होगा which is k critical, then we can say that minimum degree in H is strictly less than or is equals to minimum degree in G. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
Because H is a proper subgraph. Equation number 2 clear है सबको?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now as H is k critical, this gives me what? By the previous or you can say by this result, as H is K critical, then we can say that delta of H is at least K minus 1. So from 1 and 2, observe here we are saying this delta H is at least K minus 1, which means what? This delta H is at least K minus 1. So from 2 we can say that delta G is at least K minus 1. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is from 2 and 3. And since J is K critical, K chromatic, which means what? Cardinality of graph G is bigger than or is equals to K, because we required minimum K colors to color the vertices of this graph G. Hence we can say cardinality of vertex set of G is at least K. So from 4 and 5, yes, from 4 and 5 we can say that G contains at least K vertices, using this at least K vertices of degree at least K minus 1, using this statement of degree at least K minus 1. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So you can see this part is quite straightforward using the previous result, which is nothing but delta G is at least K minus 1. So I hope you understand this result. You again please go through this result at your home. Still you have any confusion, then please let me know in my next lecture. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now all of you quickly tell me. Here are 3 examples for you. What is the vertex chromatic number of? What is vertex chromatic number of K33?
2.
2.
And remember, I want answers from everyone because these are straightforward examples. What is the reason
Yes, sir.
behind
2.
this chromatic number is 2?
Bipartite graph.
Bipartite.
Bipartite graph.
What about K44?
Still 2.
2.
Still.
2.
What
2, sir.
about KNN?
2.
Again 2. Okay, so all 3 examples are examples of the bipartite graph. Hence, their chromatic number is 2. Now determine the vertex and edge chromatic number of the following graph. Okay, so this is which graph?
Peterson graph.
Peterson graph. And we have already calculated what is vertex chromatic number of Peterson graph. What it is?
3.
3.
Now you need to find out what is edge chromatic number for this Peterson graph. Okay, now let me give you 2-3 minutes to calculate it. And remember, don't manually calculate it. Use our result on chi prime of G. That is, chi prime of G is lying between what?
Capital delta G
Delta G and
and
delta
capital
G.
delta G plus.
Exactly. So use that result to conclude what is edge chromatic number of Peterson graph. नहीं तो आप में से क्या करोगे? Manually color करके देखोगे. Don't do that.
Four, sir.
So Ajit is saying H chromatic number for Peterson graph is 4. What about others?
Yes, so 4.
4 आया.
Okay. So H chromatic number for this Peterson graph is nothing but 4. Okay, so you just read this argument by yourself. I am not going to read it. Okay,
Okay,
so
sir.
here we are having vertex chromatic number for Peterson graph is nothing but 3. This we have already checked. And H chromatic number. We know that H chromatic number is lying between delta and delta plus 1. Okay, so delta of P is nothing but, that is maximum degree of Peterson graph is nothing but 3. Now we know that chi prime of G is at least 3. Now you need to check whether you can able to color this Peterson graph by using exactly 3 colors or not to the edges of this graph. And you found out that you can't just color the edges of this Peterson graph by just 3 colors. So you need one more color. Hence, by the upper bound, which is nothing but delta G plus 1, we can able to conclude H chromatic number of this Peterson graph is nothing but 4. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I am not going to read this explanation for you. You please go through this, and if still you are having any doubt, then please let me know. Because you only told me that H chromatic number for Peterson graph is 4. So I hope आप सबको पता चल गया होगा कैसे क्या करना है. ओके आपको वही करना है, इसको कलरिंग करके देखना है और खाली आर्ग्यू करना है कि हम इसे क्यों 3 कलर से कलर नहीं कर सकते बिकॉज ऑफ एडजेसेंसी. Okay, so remember this I can ask you in your exam. What is H chromatic number and what is vertex chromatic number for Peterson graph? Then you can able to answer.
सर वो तो ऑफलाइन होने वाला है ना सेम 6.
See वो अभी तक क्लियर नहीं है. ओके
लग रहा है सर 99% ऑफलाइन ही होगा, इसलिए मैं एक्टिव हो गया हूँ पूरा.
सबको एक्टिव ही रहना है. ओके सो
यस सर.
now can you tell me, just think of a tree. What do we mean by tree?
असाइक्लिक ग्राफ.
Only acyclic graph?
Connected acyclic.
Acyclic connected graph.
Connected
Connected.
acyclic graph. Okay.
हाँ सर.
Now you consider any tree. Can you able to guess what is vertex chromatic number of that tree and what is H chromatic number of that tree? Yes.
Capital delta.
For tree,
Capital delta, yeah, maximum degree.
H chromatic or vertex chromatic?
H chromatic.
Okay, so H Hamza is saying H chromatic number of tree is nothing but delta T.
And vertex will be same, sir.
Vertex is also same, means this is also delta T, right?
Yes, sir.
What about others? See, you just need to simply understand that suppose if I gave you this tree, okay, observe what is the maximum degree of this tree. Now, first of all, tell me, is it a tree?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this is a tree. Now observe what is the maximum degree of this tree?
5.
5. So tell me what is age chromatic number of this tree?
Pi.
5.
5. Because of this maximum degree. And what is vertex chromatic number of this tree? Is it
2.
delta T?
ना 2
2.
गलती हो गई.
2.
Now what is the reason behind this 2?
एक
It is
तो
pi
उसको
pi
कर देंगे
type.
पाई
Exact.
ग्राफ.
ओके आप सी ये हमने ऑलरेडी प्रूव किया था वाइल स्टडिंग ट्रीज, दैट इज हम किसी भी ट्री को बाइपार्टाइट ग्राफ में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं. इज इट और नॉट?
यस सर.
सो प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस. Okay, that is vertex and edge chromatic number of a tree. Let T be a tree on P vertices and Q minus 1 edges. ओके ये आपको पता होगा ये Q minus 1 edges क्यों आता है. We know that every tree is a bipartite graph and vertex chromatic number of a bipartite graph is 2. Hence, chi of T is 2. Similarly, age chromatic number of a bipartite graph is equals to the maximum degree using Koenig's theorem. Is it clear?
यस सर.
Yes, sir.
सो अब आपके पास कितने एग्जांपल्स मिले? एक हुआ पीटरसन ग्राफ का, एक हुआ ट्री का. ओके ये दो एग्जांपल्स तो हमें मिल गए. दीज आर नथिंग बट स्टैंडर्ड एग्जांपल्स. Then the third one is okay. This also we know. What is age chromatic? What is vertex chromatic number of Kn?
L.
Yes,
N.
n. Okay, this we have studied while studying age chromatic number of a graph. And what is age chromatic number of Kn?
तो डिपेंड करता है कि वो ऑड है कि इवन है.
Exactly, that's the point. Okay, so what happens when n is odd?
3.
Is it 3?
N सर.
यस तो बच्चे बहुत स्मार्ट हो चुके हैं. अब समझ में आ रहा है आई थिंक आप लोगों को. ओके, व्हाट हैपेंस व्हेन n इज ऑड?
It's equal to n.
It is equals to n. Okay, and what happens when n is even?
At least N minus 1.
At least n minus 1 or exactly n minus 1?
ये डाउटफुल है थोड़ा लेकिन N.
सी अगर डाउट है तो एग्जाम्पल से क्लियर कर लो. कैन यू टेल मी दिस इज विच ग्राफ?
K3.
K3, where this 3 is odd number. So what is vertex age chromatic number of K3?
3.
3, which means what? ये जो n होगा वही आएगा. Okay, is this clear?
Yes sir.
अब सेकंड के लिए कर लो. दिस इज विच ग्राफ?
E1 K2
K2. What is H chromatic number?
1.
1, which is nothing but 2 minus 1. ओके लेकिन अगर आपको डाउट लग रहा होगा कि सर ये तो सिंपल है, तो आप K4 भी कंसीडर कर सकते हो. सी हियर वी आर राइटिंग दिस स्टेटमेंट इन जनरल. तो अगर वो K2 के लिए ट्रू होगा तो K4 के लिए भी ट्रू होना ही होना है. दिस इज विच ग्राफ?
कंप्लीट.
K4
K4. And what is H chromatic number?
2.
Is it 2? H chromatic number.
3.
4 sir. 3.
This is nothing but 3. Check its maximum degree.
3 sir.
3. और उसके बाद आप चेक करोगे क्या? अगर आप इसे 3 कलर से कलर कर पाए, then you can able to conclude its H chromatic number is 3. So we are having these two results for Kn. That is, vertex chromatic number is exactly n. But while talking about H chromatic number of Kn, we need to separate two cases. What happens when n is odd and what happens when n is even. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anybody has any kind of doubt in this?
No sir.
ओके सी ये इवन का आप K2 से ट्राई करो, क्योंकि K2 इज क्वाइट स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड. इट्स मैक्सिमम डिग्री इज 1 and you can able to see that just using one color we can able to color the edges of this graph K2. Okay, so here, okay, you just read this explanation. That is, vertex chromatic number is n and H chromatic number is n if n is odd, and it is n minus 1 if n is even. So you can see a quite big explanation for this. So I am leaving this explanation for your homework. I hope आप सबको भी पता चल गया होगा कि कैसे करना है. Just try to go through it.
Okay sir.
Okay, so let me stop this lecture here. We will study a more interesting things in my next lecture.
ओके सर. मैम कह रही थी कि नेक्स्ट वीक से वो ऑफलाइन बुला सकती हैं.
Yes, वो आपका जो भी प्रैक्टिकल्स जो भी है, वेट अ मिनट, लेट मी स्टॉप द रिकॉर्डिंग.